Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Sagittarius from the new moon until the full moon. So from the 19th of May until the 4th of June. So I'm going to shuffle your cards, and I'm going to be using my Tarot Prague deck. I'm going to lay down 10 cards on the table for you. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on here. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. And your card is the Strength card. Okay, so I do sense you've had to pull on your inner strength here. Okay, there's a lot going on around you. Okay, it doesn't just rain, but it rather pours. Okay, I do see like there's a vision of you like at a fairground. It's symbolic, but like playing that game with the frogs and the hammer. You hit one down and then another pops up. You hit like another down and then another pops up, and so it goes on. Okay, it's relentless. It's one thing after another, and it's like you're holding back the tide. Okay, it's very, very difficult. It's a very complex situation here. It's a major card, the Strength card. So it is like this major issue, big changes which are taking place as well. It's also numbered 8 as well. So it is very much this kind of sort of karmic feeling, because 8 is a very, very karmic number. So there could well be a lot of pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold. Very intense and kind of like opposite energies here I get with you. You know, so one day you feel great and then the next day you kind of sort of feel quite down. So I'm kind of sensing like extremes here. Okay, there is someone here behind you I can see, because you're shown to be like really kind of sort of colourful here as shown on the card, but there's someone behind you in grey. Okay, it's like you have a lot more going for you than this person around you. Okay, it could well be a love interest I feel here. Okay, you may not realise that. Okay, but they're shown to be very cold and they're shown to be very distant. Okay, they're not coming forward in the way which you wish, you know, at the moment. So it could well be that you're holding on for them. Okay, or you're holding on for them to come forward here. Card crossing is the 6 of Cups in the reversed position. I get shattered dreams here with this card. Okay, it's very much this feeling that you had it all and then you lost it. Okay, it's a bit like defeat being taken from the jaws of victory. I kind of sense like happiness turned to sadness here, and also that laughter turned to tears. Okay, because you've like had it all. You know, you had this happy home emotionally. I feel here, everything was great. Okay, and then something was clearly said or something was done here. Okay, and it could well be that someone was shown up for their true colours here, because as I said, I just see this person in grey just behind you, but you're shown to be in full colour. Okay, so it could be like this transitional period that you're going through and you're trying to move away from this energy here. Okay, so let's look at the card in the past, come into the present, see if I can get some more insight here. So again, you know, I've got the Queen of Swords coming in here. Very much relates to you. You know, it's a very positive card, and it quite clearly shows you having to draw a line in the sand, you know, once and for all. And it could well be as you go back, you were like sort of wearing your heart on your sleeve. Okay, so it's very much about your heart being in control rather than your mind. Okay, and you kept going back, you know, all the time. And there may be elements of that now, though as time has gone by, you're being more reluctant. Okay, it's like everything's kind of sort of coming out in the wash here. You're seeing things for how they really are. You know, this person for their true colours here as well. Okay, for how they really are. Okay, you have a whole lot more going for you than this person here. There's also something here about you kind of starting to gain this kind of sort of laser sharp kind of sort of focus. So where before you were kind of sort of being pulled one way and the other, you know, these extremes I was getting, this pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold, it's like coming together here. So it could well be that your heart was feeling one thing and your mind's wanting something else, but it's like your heart and your mind come together and you kind of sort of gain this laser sharp focus. And when you've got that laser sharp focus, which you're going towards, then you start getting more of what you want out of life. And it's very much about you moving away from this situation and then gaining more of what you want. There could also be something here with the Six of Cups reversed about some bad memories, thinking back, you know, where things weren't very good. It keeps coming back into your mind and it causes you a lot of upset and a lot of distress here. So looking more forward, I've got the Knight of Wands here. Okay, I mean, this is very much confirmation of this kind of sort of, you know, these extremes. Okay, it's going to carry on for a little while, but as I said, the overall energy is that, you know, it's going to become fewer and farther between. And as I look further down the line, you know, it's about things coming together, divulging. You know, it's very much about two becoming one here as well. So it could well be around a love situation again, but not seeing eye to eye. But the more you can kind of sort of move away from the situation and let go, you start to pull it towards you. So it's very much about this change of energy. So whereas before it was giving and getting nothing back in return, it's kind of stepping back and then just allowing things to balance up for you. I mean, the Knight of Wands also has this astrological clock here from Prague. So it's something here about something is written in the stars. Okay, it's something very deep, it's something very meaningful. It could be something around a soul connection, a deep soulmate connection. But what I do feel is that there's been a lot of unfairness here. Okay, you giving a lot more than what you're getting back, and the only way things are going to balance up is from you stepping back, moving forward and away from this situation, and then you can choose what you want. Okay, so rather than letting the situation control you, you start to control the situation. So the gold card here is shown by the Knight of Cups. So whenever I see this card, it's kind of someone's been holding back. Okay, someone's been holding back their feelings, okay, or how they feel about you, and your goal is really for them to reveal their feelings. Okay, you want them to reveal what's going on inside of them. Okay, but they've been very cold, very distant, and again, you know, the energy here is of you moving away from this situation, letting go, moving forward, and then feelings will just come out. Okay, you kind of sort of force them indirectly to reveal what's going on inside. I mean, the good news is there are some feelings inside, but you're being held back by this situation. I mean, I see like this vision of like this person on crutches. Okay, you're walking next to them in rags. Okay, they're holding you back, but the moment you put on those glad rags, yeah, so and then start going out, letting go, just moving away from them, those crutches will be thrown up in the air and they'll start coming towards you, and then you put yourself into a position where you have a choice. Okay, so it's like you're having to be strong, yeah, change the energies. I'm just seeing like infinity here, so it's a very, very deep, very spiritual connection, but it's also very karmic and things have been stuck for quite a while. Something needs to change here and you are the person to make that change. Not within yourself, but the way you deal with the situation. There's nothing wrong with you inside. It's more about the way you're dealing with the situation. In fact, you're too good, I would say, or you've been too good. Things need to change. So, yeah, I mean, already you're working on yourself here with the Page of Swords. Okay, it is very much, you know, about the mind. And again, you know, it's this feeling of drawing a line in the sand. I mean, perhaps you're at the stage where you're like this page, okay, so it's just learning. Okay, you're learning through experience here. Okay, you're learning that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, then you get the same results. Okay, it's a definition of insanity. But if you change the way you look at something, what you look at also changes as well. There could well be some news on the way here. I'll get something official. So it could be like this, like a letter through the post, or it could be like this official email. Okay, it's going to arrive shortly. So the advice here is shown by the Seven of Swords. I mean, with the Seven of Swords, it can talk about there's been either some cheating going on, there's been a lot of trust issues here as well. Often it's known as a thief card as well. So, you know, do watch your valuables, and someone may have taken something from you here. It is the advice card, and what it's saying is to move away from the situation. Okay, you know, there's a couple of swords there on the ground, and you're still carrying 3. So it's letting go of some aspect here. Perhaps this part of you which was kind of giving someone the benefit of the doubt all the time, though so much has been revealed that you're kind of sort of left in no doubt. It's time to move away from this situation here. Also, the number 7 does connect to the spiritual plane, so keep asking the angels, keep asking the spiritual plane for help. Okay, they can't give you things on a plate, as you know, but they can give you what you need to get what you want. Okay, so you may see signposts just to kind of just direct you in the right direction here. So the next card is what's on the outside. It's interesting, I was about to say that, because with the Chariot reversed, you know, I was talking about signs, okay, and the Chariot reversed is, you know, all see like flat tires. Okay, I'm not saying you're going to have a flat tire, there's nothing to worry about, you may see one somewhere. Okay, and what it means is there's a need to slow down. Okay, you're going too fast and you're kind of missing stuff. This is what's going on at the moment. It's a bit like being in that computer game, you know, and wanting to move to the next level, but you can't until all the pieces have been picked up. Okay, it's like not being able to see the wood for the trees. You know, and there's a need to step back so you can see what needs to be done. It's a bit of a paradox, because to get where you want faster, you need to slow down. Yeah, because if you go too fast, you miss a lot of stuff here. It could also be something here about some delays around the house movement, or changes around the house, or cancellations, or delays around an upcoming trip. But more than anything, it shows things being out of balance. Okay, but you're getting to that point, yeah, where things are going to start turning around. You know, it's a bit like that lorry, massive lorry. You know, it realizes, or you're realizing you're going in the wrong direction, and you need to turn around. But as the lorry turns around, it does cause a lot of challenges and disruptions. Okay, so initially it's going to be difficult, but once you turn around, change direction, then it's just full steam ahead for you. You're kind of at the cusp. Okay, you're that in between stage, that transitional period here. Your hopes and your fears is shown by the Devil card. Okay, yes, there's been a lot of negative, toxic energy around you. Okay, I mean, you may fear what they will do if you actually move away from them, but nothing. Okay, you know, the fear really, you know, it's like within yourself. Okay, in fact, it actually has the opposite effect, because as you let go, you know, which is shown here, and you move forward, they'll run towards you, but not in a scary way, but more in the sense of like begging you to come back, or asking you to come back, and then you can decide, you know, yes or no. Okay, so it's actually very positive looking forward for you, and it's like breaking free of those chains which have been holding you back. Exactly what I've just been saying here with the Six of Swords. So much has been revealed, okay, which is a good thing. I mean, yes, it's quite challenging at the time, it's quite distressing, but it's good in the sense that you're left in no doubt, you know, that it's time to move away from this situation. Yes, there's an opportunity for a fresh start later on, but only when you put yourself into that position where you can choose, rather than asking them to choose. Thank you.